Okay, as promised, here's topic number 2 of our place value series. Video 2, officially video 2. Video 1, we talked about what place value was. We talked about numbers versus digits, hundreds, tens, and ones. And by the way, if you forgot some of that before we get into this, feel free to stop this one now, go back to that one, and replay it so you can remind yourself, take your notes with you. Then I made another video, a brief video, video 1A, if you will, about how important 0 was, not only in place value holding, but as if you're going to multiply anything by 0, what it does to that number. Okay, well, this is going to be officially topic number 2 of place value. I got into it a little bit in video 1 towards the end, if you recall, and then I said we're going to get into that more later. And sure enough, we are today, and that is expanded form. Here's the term expanded form. You can write it down. Pause if you need to. Okay, now, I did a little bit of it in the first video. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to write this number down, 3-digit number. Remember, we're only going to try to stop at the 3-digit numbers because I want to get into the bigger ones later. I'm just using this to start you off, okay? Here's a 3-digit number for you, remember? From right to left, 8 ones, 2 tens, 5 hundreds. So it's 528. Now, I'm going to write this number in expanded form. Now, what does the word expanded mean? Well, of course, the root word is expand, which means to stretch out like you're expanding a rubber band. I don't have one on me to demonstrate, but you get the idea. Expand. We're going to stretch this number out. Now, remember, you've got to know what the place value columns are once again. 8's in the ones column, so I'm going to put a letter O for ones. I'm going to put a T above the 2 because, no, not because the word 2 begins with T, but because that's in the tens column. And I'm going to put a what? What's the 5? Is it really a 5? Nope. It's a 500. So here's my 500. 500s, 2 tens, 8 ones. Okay? Now I'm ready to go. Well, to begin with, we're going to do this right to left, but normally we're going to do it left to right. The reason I want to do it right to left is to show you how it builds from smallest to biggest gradually. Then we're going to do another one the normal way, which would be left to right. So here's the 8, right? It's on the right side. I'm going to put the 8 down here. Okay, there it is. Now, remember, I'm going right to left. So I'm going to put to the left of the 8, I'm going to put a plus sign. Okay, so I'm going to add something to the 8. What am I going to add? Well, here's a 2, but remember, it's really not a 2. What is this? 2 tens, so therefore it's a 20. Now, I know the number 10 has 1 0 in it, so that's exactly what I'm going to put. I'm going to put a 2 with 1 0 after it. So far I've got 20 plus 8. Okay? I'm going to put another plus sign. Notice the pattern. Okay? Now I'm dealing with the 5. Remember, this really isn't a 5. What is it? This is a 500. How many zeros are in the number 100? 2 zeros, of course. So I'm going to write the number 500 down. And there we go. So 528, when stretched out in expanded form, is 500 plus 20 plus 8. And remember what I did in the first video? To prove it to you, I added it the traditional vertical up and down way. 500 plus 20 plus 8. And to show you, remember right to left, 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 2 is 2. And then bring down the 5, and what do you know? We have a match. 528, 528, and this is how you write it in expanded form. Okay? Now I'm going to do another one. This time I'm going to do it the correct way, which is right to left. Okay? Right to left. I just did it right to left. Left to right. As if you're writing a sentence, left to right. Okay? Don't want to get it backwards on you. Don't want to confuse you. Okay, so let's try this one. Let's use the same digits, but in a different way. I'll make it like this instead. Okay, I rearrange the digits. Here's the number, 285. Remember, hundreds, tens, and ones. could also write the numbers here to remind myself. Okay. Now I'm going to do it left to right, the normal traditional way. Here's my left digit, which is a 2. But remember, it's not a 2, it's a 200. That has 2 zeros in it. There we go. Plus, remember, it's all adding. This isn't an 8, this is a what? It's an 80. 8, 0. There we go. Plus, what's left over? The 5. Now, are there any zeros with this 5? Of course not, because it's in the ones column, and a 1 is a 1. It's by itself. So the digit is true to the value. So it's 200 plus 80 plus 5. I'll add it the up and down way to prove it to you that this is exactly what it is. 0, 0, and 5 is 5. 0 plus 8 is 8. Drop down the 2. What do you know? 285. There it is. Okay? There's a lot of other things with not only place value, but with expanded form that I want to go over with you. But I'm just going to keep it to this right now. Okay? You could make some 3-digit examples on your own and see what you come up with as far as place value and as far as expanded form goes. Remember, you're stretching it out. If you're forgetting the steps, always go back to this video and, pause, take notes, do what you have to do. There's another thing with place value and expanded form that I want to do, but I'm not going to do it in this video, and that's going to be taking a number that's written in expanded form and bringing it back down to its normal form, which is going to be called standard form. Yes, standard form is the normal way to write a number. So we went from standard today to expanded. In our next video, we're going to go from expanded back down to standard. So we're going to turn it inside out, then right side in. Okay, we're going to do that in the next one. Hope you found this video helpful. Like I said, make up some examples of your own. Stick to 3 digits for now, just so you can get the steps down, and then we'll get into the next concept. All right? See ya.